Have you ever been in a situation where someone turns to you and says, "So, tell me about yourself," and your brain just goes blank?
Your heart starts racing, your mouth gets dry, and suddenly, even saying your name feels like a big task?
You're not the only one. For so many English learners, introductions feel way harder than they should be.
But today, we're changing that.
Hey there. I'm Welly, and I help people feel confident speaking English in everyday life.
I'm Dany. I teach English too, and I believe that learning works best when it feels real and relaxed.
You're listening to the Practice English Podcast, your space for learning real English with real conversations.
And if introductions make you nervous, stay with us. We're going to guide you step by step. No stress, no pressure.
And just so you know, we've created a free PDF to go with this episode.
It includes the vocabulary we'll use, examples, and a few extra tips to help you speak more naturally. You'll find the link below.
Let's be honest, introducing yourself in a new language can feel terrifying. It's just a few words, but they suddenly feel so heavy.
Because it's not just about your name or your job. It's about being seen. And when the words don't come out the way you want, it feels personal.
You might think, what if I say something wrong? Or, what if they don't understand me?
Those thoughts, they freeze your brain. And that's when you go blank.
But here's the truth. Nobody's expecting perfect. People just want to know you.
And once you learn a simple way to share who you are clearly and calmly, that fear, it starts to disappear. Let me tell you about Lucas. He studied English for 2 years. He could read books, write emails. But every time someone asked, "So who are you?" his mind went blank.
It wasn't about vocabulary. It wasn't about grammar. It was pressure. He didn't know what to say, or how to say it, when it really mattered.
Introducing yourself means more than just speaking. It means sharing something about who you are. And that can feel vulnerable.
Especially in English. Your brain is busy, translating, second-guessing, trying to sound right, all while your heart is beating faster than usual.
But here's something important. Most people aren't judging your English. They're just curious about you.
Your accent doesn't define your intelligence. What matters is that you're trying, and that takes courage.
And the good news is, you don't need a perfect script. You just need a plan that feels like you. Imagine this. You're starting a new class. You walk into a room. Someone smiles at you and says, "So tell me about yourself."
And just like that, your mind goes blank.
But there's a simple way to be ready, every time.
Here's the secret. Don't try to impress. Just aim to connect.
Think of your introduction like your favorite outfit. It doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to feel right.
Start with this. When I introduce myself, I often say something like, "Hi, I'm Lucas, I'm a nurse, and I'm learning English because I want to travel the world."
That's it. Your name. Where you're from. What you do. And one thing you enjoy.
If you're nervous, slow down. Smile. Look at the person. And breathe.
People remember honesty, not perfection. So let go of the pressure. You don't need to sound advanced. You just need to sound like yourself.
And the more you say your intro out loud, even just to yourself, the easier it gets.
That's how you go from freezing to flowing.
Now, let's see how this sounds in a real conversation.
Meet Jake and Emily. They're at a local event and just started chatting.
Hey, I'm Jake. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Jake. I'm Emily. It's great to meet you too.
So, where are you from?
I'm from Austin, Texas. It's a fun city, great food, lots of music, always something going on. What about you?
I'm from a small town called Brookfield. It's quiet, but I love the calm. You can hear birds in the morning. No traffic, no rush.
That sounds peaceful. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Not at all. I'm 28. You?
I'm 26. So pretty close.
Yeah. What do you do for work?
I'm a graphic designer. I work mostly with websites and social media. It's creative and no day is ever the same. And you?
I'm a teacher. I teach science at a middle school. It's a challenge, but I love watching my students grow.
That's amazing. Do you have any hobbies?
I do. I love hiking and painting. Being outside clears my mind, and painting helps me focus. It's like meditation.
That's really cool. I play the guitar. And once, I even played on a rooftop with my friends. It was terrible but unforgettable. And I love mystery books. They let me escape into another world.
Sounds like we both like things that help us relax and express ourselves.
Exactly. It's great to meet someone who gets that.
By the way, quick funny tip. A lot of learners say, I have 28 years, but in English we say, I'm 28 years old.
Don't worry. Jake once said I'm boring instead of I'm bored. People laughed. And guess what? He never forgot it again.
You don't need a long speech to make a great impression. Sometimes, just a few words say more than you think.
Let's start with this one. Nice to meet you. It's simple. But when you say it with warmth, people feel it.
Now here's one that shows personality. I love dancing in the kitchen after work. It helps me reset. It's not just a hobby, it's a glimpse into who you are.
Or how about this one? I work as a nurse, not just to heal bodies, but to lift spirits. It's not just your job. It's your reason. That's what people remember.
Want to really stand out? Try something unexpected, like, I build websites that help people order tacos faster. It's fun. It's real. It makes people smile.
And here's the most underrated phrase in English. What about you? It sounds small, but it creates connection instantly. It turns a monologue into a moment.
So next time you introduce yourself, mix it up. Be honest. Be specific. And don't be afraid to let your personality shine through.
Because the best phrases aren't perfect. They're personal.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever stayed silent? Not because you didn't know the words, but because you didn't know how to use them.
We get it. Sometimes the simplest words are the hardest to say, especially when you're nervous.
So let's break down 4 small but powerful words you can use to sound more natural and more like yourself.
Meet. Definition: to see and talk to someone for the first time. Example: Hi, I'm Sarah. Nice to meet you. From definition: used to say where someone lives or was born. Example: I'm from Madrid, the capital of Spain. Relax. Definition: to become calm and free from stress. Example: listening to music helps me relax after work. Hobby. Definition: an activity you enjoy, doing in your free time. Example: cooking is my favorite hobby. I try new recipes every weekend.
These words might look small, but they do something powerful. They make your English feel like you.
And remember, fluency isn't about using big words. It's about using the right ones, with confidence.
So practice these out loud. Own them. Because when simple words feel natural in your mouth, you're already winning.
So let me ask you, have you ever introduced yourself, but felt like the other person didn't really see you?
That's because real connection isn't about facts. It's about feeling.
Anyone can say, I'm a teacher, or I work in finance. But that doesn't tell anyone who you really are.
Now try this. I'm a teacher because I love helping people believe in themselves. See the difference?
That one sentence turns your job into a story, a reason, a feeling.
Same thing with hobbies. I play the guitar is fine. But I play the guitar because it helps me express things I can't say with words. That makes people listen.
Here's the secret. You don't need deep answers. You just need honest ones.
Even one small reason can change everything. Like, I hike every weekend. It helps me reset my mind.
That's the kind of line that sticks. Because it's real. And real is always remembered.
So next time you introduce yourself, don't just say what. Say why.
That's how you go from sharing information to building a connection.
They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression. And it's true.
In the first few seconds, people start to decide if they trust you, if they like you, if they want to keep listening.
It's not just what you say. It's how you say it. Your voice, your posture, even your energy, all of that speaks first.
So when you say your name, own it. Say it with calm and clarity. Look the person in the eyes. And don't rush.
Want a simple trick? Pause for just 1 second before you speak. That silence tells the other person, I'm here. I'm present.
And if you really want to connect, ask something back. Like, what about you? It sounds simple, but it shows you care. It opens the door to connection.
First impressions are like seeds. Plant them with confidence. And they grow into real relationships.
So show up with your best energy, even in the small moments.
Because someone will remember how you made them feel. Long after they forget what you said.
Did you know that people form an opinion about you in just the first 7 seconds?
7 seconds. That's less time than it takes to open an app. Or blink twice.
And most of that impression? It's not based on your grammar. It's not about perfect sentences. It's about how you make people feel.
It's your tone. Your presence. Your energy.
That's why learning to introduce yourself with clarity and calm isn't just useful, it's powerful.
Because when you show up with presence, people remember you, even before the conversation really begins.
Sometimes the words that have the biggest impact are the ones you barely notice. They're simple, but they shape the way people hear you.
So, let's go over a few powerful words from earlier. You've heard them before, but now it's time to own them.
Present. Definition: fully focused on the moment and the person in front of you. Example: she looked calm and present during her first conversation in English. Trust. Definition: when someone feels comfortable and believes you're being honest. Example: a warm smile helps build trust quickly when meeting someone new. Interest. Definition: curiosity or genuine attention towards someone or something. Example: when I asked questions during the conversation, it showed my interest in the other person. Introduce. Definition: to share your name and information when meeting someone for the first time. Example: I always feel nervous when I have to introduce myself in English.
These words help you go beyond small talk. They help you build something real.
And remember, fluency isn't just speaking quickly. It's knowing how to be clear, human, and truly present. All right, now it's your turn.
This week, we want you to introduce yourself to one new person, in English. It could be a classmate, someone at work, at a meetup, or even in an online group.
And don't overthink it. Keep it short. Keep it honest. Just follow the steps we've shared.
Here's an example. Hi, I'm Rafael. I'm from Brazil. I work in logistics and I love playing football on weekends.
Say that sentence out loud a few times. Feel the rhythm. Then go use it. Because real confidence comes from real practice.
And hey, we'd love to hear from you. Leave your introduction in the comments. 1 sentence. That's all.
We read every single one. And believe us, you're not alone on this journey. Let's slow down for a moment.
You've heard a lot of tips, examples, and ideas. But now it's time to turn the focus to you.
Here's the first question. What's one thing that makes introducing yourself difficult for you? Is it finding the right words? Worrying about mistakes? Or just feeling nervous?
Take a second to think about it. You don't need to write an essay. Just be honest with yourself. That's the first step toward change.
Now here's the second question. What's one small thing you could try next time? Could you smile more? Pause before speaking? Or practice in front of a mirror?
Even the tiniest shift can lead to real progress.
Leave your answers in the comments. We'd love to hear your voice. And so would others who feel just like you.
Because when you reflect, you grow. And when you share, you connect. Not everyone has someone to practice with, and that's okay. You can still make real progress. Right where you are.
Let's go over a few simple but powerful ways to practice your introduction by yourself.
First, talk to yourself in the mirror. Say your name, where you're from, what you do, and something you love. Look yourself in the eyes and say it again. It builds confidence faster than you think.
Next, record yourself. Use your phone. Then listen back. Notice your tone. Notice your rhythm. You'll start hearing what works and what needs adjusting.
Another great tool? Write your introduction down. Then rewrite it. Try new words. Change the order. Make it more you.
And if you want to take it one step further, try shadowing. Watch a short video of someone introducing themselves in English. Then repeat after them. Same speed, same tone, same feeling. It trains your ears. And your mouth.
And here's something most learners forget. Celebrate your effort. Even if no one hears you, every time you speak out loud, you're building fluency and courage.
Progress doesn't come all at once. It comes in quiet moments and like this one. And you're already showing up. That matters.
Today, you didn't just learn how to introduce yourself in English. You learned how to do it with calm, with clarity, and with confidence.
Because every sentence you speak, is more than grammar. It's a chance to connect, to be seen, and to share who you are.
And remember, there's no perfect version of you. The best introduction is the one that feels honest and human.
If this episode helped you, send it to a friend who's learning too. You never know. It might be exactly what they need today.
And don't forget to download the free PDF below. It's packed with vocabulary, examples, and extra tips to keep you practicing.
Next time, we'll take things even further. We'll talk about something powerful. How to start thinking in English.
We can't wait to see you there. Until then, keep practicing. Keep growing.
You're doing better than you think.